Namaste. Hi ladies, I wanted to quickly let you in on another way to practice the gentle daily yoga practice that you have seen in lesson 3. Now, because I showed you the gentle daily yoga practice in the bed because it can be helpful for the joints. If you feel like today you're not super flexible, then when you're in your bed and you have cushions under your knees and like you have, you sink deeper, you have some sort of support, you're still upright without being like this, and you don't have the forceful contraction of the muscles like if you were sitting like this. So I'm going to show you a way that I do it because that practice is meant to be done, anywhere really. You can visualize it and it still has the same effect, really. I can tell you more about that if you want to know, but here's how you could do it. You can take a cushion and place it just under your sits bones. So you're not so you see where it is? I'm not sitting on it to have like a rounded back like this, right? I'm sitting at the edge of it so that I have a little curve in my back here. So that supports the lower back and it's really comfortable. If ever you feel like it's too, like you're too bony for the ground, then that can be very helpful. Doubling in on your yoga mat can also be a really great way to not feel like the bones are so heavy on the ground. When you do this kind of practice, you're welcome to just do it like this with your hands on your thighs or with your hands behind you. You're leaning back. You don't have your weight on your sits bones really, but you're leaning back. Of course, you're not like leaning back to have the shoulders forward and like rounding and like no support. You're using the hands to press the floor away and you're feeling supported. So for example, if we do the first exercise, which is like inhale, bend the feet forward, exhale, heels forward, right? Inhale. So you're supported by your hands and you're leaning back into your arms. Whereas in the bed, it's less that way, right? So let's say you continue the exercise. Then if you come onto the knees, then you push yourself up, you prop yourself up and you hold your knee. You do it like this. So you're really holding your knee. Inhale, exhale, bending the knee in, inhale. So you're holding your leg. And yes, you're lifting up the head and this is taking up a little bit more core exercise. So if you have a cushion under your sits bones, just under your buttock, it will help you alleviate that pressure, okay? If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, try again with more cushions, like more yoga mats piled up. You can also lay back on your back. If, for example, I was laying on my back and I wanted to do my knees, well, I would go inhale, exhale. Inhale in the knees, exhale in the knees, right? This is another way to do it. Any way you can bring your breath into your knees, right? You can do it standing. You can do it standing, holding the wall if you want. Inhale, exhale, right? Any way that you're sending the breath into the knee. When we get into the hips, because if you didn't notice, the gentle daily yoga practice makes you move your awareness through the different joints of the body, right? You can do all of that laying down. You can do all of that, you could do it sitting with your support on the wall as well. Anything that will make you feel comfortable. And the idea to have the spine straight is because the energy circulates better when the spine is straight. By straight, I mean, this is fine. It's not super straight, but it's not like this, right? We don't want it like this, and we don't want it overly arched either. We just want it in its natural curve, okay? When you get into the hips, you could be laying down for this as well, but you could always use the cushion under your buttocks, okay? And this will help you do the hip movements. You're breathing into the hips, right? Normal breath. When you're in the bed, I don't think it's the same movement necessarily. It might be, but it's different. You'll notice that when you're sinking into the actual mattress compared to a more rigid surface, it's very different, okay? So just do what feels right for your body, but also know that it's working out the core. So to stay in a position like, to stay in such a position, it activates your core. So see it, try to notice if it's discomfort or if it's pain that you have when you're in such a position. Because staying in a position like staff pose, which is what this is, it takes practice to not feel like it's painful or uncomfortable at all, right? It's a challenge. Like now my feet are engaged, my legs are engaged, my thighs are engaged, my core is helping me stay upright, but I'm not tired because I do this kind of practice every day. So it becomes a habit and my body knows it, and it becomes normal and comfortable for me. I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know if you have questions and if you'd like more insights or descriptions on different poses. But remember that your body is really your guide. It will let you know what it needs, when it needs it. So make sure to listen to it. And if today or you need to practice it in your bed and tomorrow on the floor, do that. There's no rules, right? As long as you use the actual focus of the practice, which is to bring your awareness with the breath and the movement paired together and not stuck in the head. All right, thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.